Hello, everybody, and welcome to Not Your Average Therapy Thursdays. This show will be all about Black girl magic and the community. I have a powerhouse guest. Her name is Miss Rachel Jackson, and she is amazing at her community. I'm going to bring her on and let her tell you all about how amazing she is and what she does. Hello, Miss Jackson.
Hello. Good evening. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm so excited to share this platform with you today. What you are doing in your community is absolutely amazing, and we have to share it with the viewers today.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the opportunity to be here with you tonight.
So, Ms. Rachel R. Jackson, can you please tell everybody who you are? Give us the introduction, the Black Girl Magic introduction, honey, because you deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So I am Rachel Jackson, the founder and executive director of Project Compassion, a nonprofit organization I founded 18 years ago. The organization started as a way of outreach for myself and just trying to find more of a purpose to what I was doing. And after doing that, we really just kind of took off from there. We got a lot of recognition, was featured on the Tyra Banks show, got to be featured on a lot of different platforms that gave us an opportunity to spread the message about homelessness and the fact that homelessness is human. And so for the last 18 years, that's really been my primary focus, is to raise awareness as well as empower young girls. We focus on education, compassion, and just really helping them break this cycle of where you start is where you finish. It's about really helping them understand that there's so much more to life. And if they really apply themselves and believe in themselves, they can really turn it around. So we do that amongst 1,000 other things, feel like, at Project Compassion every day.
That's so beautiful. So where did you get the inspiration to start Project Compassion? Was it an encounter with the woman? Was it a particular situation that you went through? How did you get the inspiration for your not-for-profit organization?
Yeah, so I lost my mom when I was 19. So I started adulting very quickly. And through that process of adulting, or trying to adult at 19, because you're not a full adult, I became a single mother, and I had family. I had babysitters. I had someone there to support me through processes. I had an active baby father who, I was able to know where he was and get support. But understanding that when you see a man or a woman sleeping in a box, you can't help but to wonder, like, how did it get this bad? What happened? And so I wanted to do something about it. I was like, I know I can't like pull you off the street, but I can at least give you what you need. I gave what I would want somebody to give me. And through that process, engaging with women and finding out it was life. Life had hit them, and it left them feeling like the only option, relationships, divorce, lack of education, had death. All of that had come into their lives and rocked them to the core of their foundation. And because of that, it left them feeling like streets were the option. And so there's a mother out there with their child sleeping in cars, doorways, couch surfing. And that's how we focus at Project Compassion. We focus on the mothers that are couch surfing, that are staying from house to house with their children due to not being able to have stable housing.
Wow, that I just had to take that in for a little bit, because you are single-handedly, and I know you have support, right? But you are single-handedly responsible for turning somebody's life from tragedy. You referenced sleeping in a box and not having support, and you had the support, but your heart still poured out into your community and to those people who really needed you. And I think that is a beautiful thing.
Thank you. And you know what? Understanding what support feels like. So I know what it feels like to be able to get my degree. I know what it feels like to be able to work full time and your child is sick at school, but I also know what it's like when to be hungry. I know what it's like to need a meal. I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to feel like you're against this big old world by yourself. I know what it feels like to feel unprotected. I wanted to create an agency that says, if you don't have family, you have a place. You have a place that can give you basic need items, life skills, support, lifting, compassion, love, to at least, maybe this is the difference between you going another day or you giving up today. And so That was the real reason why it's like, man, I know what that feels like.
Yeah. Ms. Rachel, can you tell us some of the services that Project Compassion offers to the community?
Absolutely. So we have a diaper bank, which offers free formula. It's a walk-in service. Moms can call. They can come in and get what they need. We have a free store where we receive new or gently used items from department stores or the community. Those items are then given out to moms and children once a month to come in and shop like they would anywhere else. We have some amazing volunteers that keep that organized. We have a free laundry facility where moms can come in on washing Wednesdays. They can wash clothes every Wednesday for free, 2 to 4 loads of laundry. We also have a therapy center that offers supportive services. We also have a cafe. The cafe offers mobile meals. During the pandemic, we were able to serve 600 individuals monthly during the pandemic through our mobile meal. And hopefully this summer, we're able to launch our actual cafe where we'll be able to serve 2 meals a day through our cafe.
Wow. So
and then our pantry. We have a pantry. I forgot about that. So we have a pantry on Thursdays where now that's really just open to the community that's in need of food. They can come in and get meal boxes, not just canned goods. You can actually get things to make meal, ground beef, chicken. You can get pasta sauce. You can have a meal for the month.
So tell me, how does it work? So if somebody wanted to take advantages of those services and they wanted, say, I'm going through the diaper stage right now, okay? They aren't expensive. But if somebody wanted to take advantage of the diaper bank, how would they do it? Do they just walk in? Is it a sign up? What's the process?
So everything we do is through a phone call. You just make a phone call. Depending on the severity of your need, we may need to try to schedule an appointment. But something such as diapers, that's almost like saying you don't have underwear for the day. Why would we make an appointment for that? So the diaper bank is if your mother, anyone can come up and pick those up for you. And then if you need to have more services, then we arrange those through an intake. You just call and you tell us what the need is, and we will get you what you need.
So the pantry will work the same way?
The pantry is open every Thursday. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's beautiful. So you mentioned the free laundry facility. And can you tell me, I'm going to pop a picture up here. Can you tell me a little bit about this?
Yeah, so the free laundry facility is one of my favorites. It was definitely a vision I had when I realized that 90% of children miss school due to dirty clothes, or they come to school with dirty clothes and they're being bullied. And so we applied for the Lowe's grant, and they gave us a $35,000 grant to be able to buy material renovation and to install our diaper bank. Install our laundry facility where we have 2 washers, 2 dryers, folding table, everything you need, free laundry detergent. We were able to do that, as well as the pantry facility, due to that Lowe's grant. We were hometown heroes. And so we were able to be that organization. The Lowe's community workers came out, employees came out. They were able to really help volunteer and give us some real quality work. And so we were able to launch that, finish some of that and get it done. And then we were able to launch, I believe, last year or the year before. I'm starting to lose track of when some of this stuff is rolling out, but it has been going very strong over the last year for sure.
18 years of service.
Yeah.
18 years of service. So tell me, take me all the way back, right? Take me all the way back to that first year. What did that look like for you? How many people did you serve? What was your workload like? Just take me back, sis.
So first year was a 25-year-old Rachel. So that was 25-year-old Rachel who believed she could pass out-sack lunches in stilettos. And so I would get after Tyra. So I started Project Compassion October 29th. What people probably don't know is I had a girlfriend that I wanted her to be on Next Top Model, and she wouldn't apply. And so I went on the Tyra Banks show to put her on the America's Next Top Model. When I went to apply, there was a question that said, what would you do if you had $10,000? So honestly, I was trying to get a Target gift card. So I told them what I would do if I had $10,000. And then fast forward, Martin Luther King's Day, I'll never forget. I was driving down and I had a strange call from out of state. I answered the call, and the gentleman on the other line was like, hey, I'm calling from the Tyra Banks show. I thought it was a joke because I had a friend at that time that would always tease me and say, you think you're a model, you think you cute, and we would just joke about it. And so when the call came through, he said, you applied and answered the question, what would you do if you had $10,000? I never told anybody. I never told her. I just answered that question and clicked off. And at that moment, I was like, oh my God, yeah. And he was like, we want to know what you're doing in your community. We're looking to do this feature. And when I tell you my life changed from that moment to this one, that was the change all. And so they told me it was me and another person that Tyra Banks wanted to feature. They wanted to feature someone that was doing something ordinary, doing something extraordinary, an ordinary person doing something extraordinary. And they was like, if you don't come this season, you'll come next. And I was like, no, I'm coming this season. My faith is telling me I'm coming this. I'm going to be this.
Right.
And it was a lot. Oh my God, it was so much back and forth. And they called me, I never forget, late one night, and they was like, you're coming. We want to feature you. And I flew out, all expense paid. Dame in the airport, 25, leaving Belleville, feeling like Miley Cyrus. I was like, we're no longer in Nashville. Oh, so definitely showed up. And to my surprise, not only, well, they came here, did a feature of Project Compassion.
Okay.
Then I flew there where she presented me with a check for $10,000 to pursue any dream I wanted to pursue. And when I tell you it aired February 9th, ironically, it literally changed my life. It was front page paper. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for the exposure because I was 25. I'm like, this is no big deal. We were passing out 1,000 sack lunches every month. So you got 12 months. And we were going out every month, giving out 1,000 sack lunches. We were making them sandwiches. I was making sure 99, we need 1,000. And so we would make 1,000 sack lunches with everything you need. We would give out hygiene supplies, and we would start at like the top of East St. Louis and drop all the way down to the St. Patrick's Center. We were going under bridges, doorways. I mean, back then you couldn't tell me a vacant building. I mean, I'm going in there. I was so like
on.
Stilettos. Here she is out here about to get kidnapped, trying to be cute. And so it ultimately was the thing. And so then, of course, now you realize that sack lunch is great. A blanket is great, but it's a Band-Aid to a bullet wound. And I was like, there got to be more. And I'm going to tell you, one of the homeless women, I went to a shelter. They called. Now we're kind of getting traction. Volunteers are coming from as far as Effingham, all over Kentucky. They're coming to serve. So I started signing volunteers up monthly because I was like, I don't want to have 6 hands this month and 40 hands another month. So we started structuring. I started going to churches and speaking, schools and speaking about the work we were doing. It became a mission for churches. And so what I said, there had to be more. So I went to a shelter call here in East St. Louis. And they said, hey, we got a mom. Can you come bring her some supplies? And I was like, sure. And I remember walking in and I'm excited. I had all these things for her. And she walked out like I was the baby daddy. And I will never forget going, there is nothing empowering about this for her or me. And I went home and I was like, I got to find a space. I got to create a space where women can come, feel empowered, get up for an appointment and get themselves together. And that's how I opened the Compassionate Resource Center in 2011. I opened the Compassionate Resource Center. We started out with one building. After a year, we were gifted 2 buildings that sat on that property. And then after the 3rd year, we were gifted the cafe building that sits on that property. So the owners were gracious. God was faithful to the vision. And now we have women coming to us to be serviced. We have youth, community service. I mean, we are recognized amongst our community as a nonprofit organization for what we do with and through Project Compassion. So yeah, it started out real small, just the little act of kindness, as I call it. But
oh man, I love these stories, right? So the beauty is truly in the journey. And if for everybody who's watching this live or going to watch this live, I really want you to hone in on what Miss Rachel R. Jackson said, how she said it, the levels in which she went to say it. She just started off handing out sack lunches. Yeah. Then she was looking out for her homegirl that she saw beauty in, that she saw potential in, which led to God just opening the door for her. You don't have to have it all to start your nonprofit or your business. Just start it. All it takes is that foot that first little baby step, that foot out the door, and then God is going to guide you the rest of the way. And what a beautiful journey. 18 years later, I know a little bit about, Project Compassion, so I'm going to say it. 200,000 women, youth, people, humans served.
Yep.
In your hands, Queen.
Yeah. Like I said, God's been so faithful to the vision. It's not, I just trusted what he was telling me to do. I found the actual paper where I used to sit down at my kitchen table and write out what we needed for the month. And I found that, and it's humility in that when you're pulling records for auditors, you get your end of the year audits, and you're working with all of these financials, because nonprofit is business. But I remember just starting with what I had. I remember tapping into my church, my friends. I wrote 75 letters to my family and friends, and I asked them to help me. And I really apologized, because in my brokenness of losing my mother, I didn't realize the damage I had caused. I didn't realize my selfishness in thinking that God owed me anything, because here I am stable in what statistically should be instability for me. Losing a mother, no relationship with the father, the youngest of my siblings that I was raised with. So there was so much there, that should have told me I should have been sleeping in a box. But that grace that covered me allowed me to recognize that I have a little bit, and I'm going to start with the little bit I have, and I'm going to give, and I'm going to give. And every time I would give, he would provide. Like that was like, even now he would provide. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the journey.
The grace that God showed. Wow. Okay. So I have to know. Let's back up off of Project Compassion. I know that's your baby, but just for a second. And let's get into Miss Rachel R. Jackson. I've been watching and following you, right? Mm-hmm. Are you seriously in school right now, on top of all of the things that you have going on?
Yes, I am getting my PhD in forensic psychology. I am. I am getting my PhD in forensic psychology. Again, I know, the work I do, you just see that there's so many different levels and so many different things. And being a woman of color, I owe it to my community. I owe it to every little Black and brown girl. I owe it to my community to show up fully equipped to help address some of the brokenness and the trauma and the hurt that happens when life happens. And so I went back to school several years ago, and I took a pause, and then I picked back up. And I was like, let me finish this. Let me finish what I started. So summer of 2026, I should be Dr. Rachel Jackson Poole, hopefully, with everything, these dissertations. But currently in school.
So you're running the Passion for Compassion nonprofit organization. You're currently working on your PhD, and you have an event coming up.
Yes. So next Friday. Oh, and it's almost, I can't believe how quickly that's come.
Oh my goodness.
Next Friday is Fashion for Compassion at the Grand U in Belleville. We have an amazing event planned. Years ago, we did this event, and it was phenomenal. And the owner of the Grand U, Aisha Underwood, she was like, hey, we always got space. We want to partner. We want to do something. COVID hit. And we literally was just sitting down over Thanksgiving, this past Thanksgiving. And she was pushing out some ideas. She was having just about business. And I started saying, I want to do some things. And next thing we know, we putting together this whole fundraiser. I was like, let's bring this back. And so, of course, we got you as our amazing host, beautiful host. We have Kawana Waddell, amazing stylist, and Spontaneous Boutique over in St. Louis. She is going to launch her line. I'm excited for that. So it's a lot of Black girl magic happening on that night, and it's women coming together. We have an amazing DJ that will be their female DJ. So it's a night full of women, empowerment, lifting, and it's all done to continue to help enhance the lives of homeless women and youth in our community through Project Compassion. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited.
You excited? I'm excited. Thanks for giving me my little plug out. I'm going to be the MC. It's Saturday, February 17th.
February 17th.
Make sure y'all are there. Listen, I know as women, especially moms, we're moms, right?
Yes.
I just want to get dressed up and get cute and just do something different. Yes. This is your something different. You're hearing it live right now on Not Your Average Therapy Thursday. Miss Rachel R. Jackson Poole has created other vibrant, beautiful, successful Black women, Kawana Waddell, Aisha. I mean, she's the owner of the Grand U, the owner of Styletania Styles. Listen, it's gonna be
phenomenal
event. There's food, drinks, silent auction, fashion show. Like, what more can you ask for? Get your outfit at Styletania Styles right now. Okay.
Yes.
Go get your outfit. It's located in the heart of Ferguson.
Yes.
Get ready. Put the Grand U in your GPS and plan the night.
And I'll tell you this, just this week, we were able to secure out of Atlanta, Junkie Chicks. She will be there vending as a vendor for us. She will be there with all of her amazings. If you don't know her, please check her out. Junkie Chicks is awesome. All of the beautiful items that they have. She will be a vendor in the building for the night.
Oh man. So can you give us a little clue, a little sneak peek of what else or something that I don't know? Can you give us something on Not Your Average Therapy that's going to be going down on the 17th?
On the 17th. You don't want to miss the silent auction. There will definitely be some things there that is worth bidding for and on. Kawana will be launching her own line. This is a launch for her as well. And I could not be more excited to give her this opportunity and this platform to showcase what she's doing. That's what women empowerment is all about. It's about lifting. And so that's another amazing thing. And then, of course, just sharing our journey. We may or may not make an announcement about some bulldozers and some dirt digging that may be taking place. We may or may not make that announcement on the 17th, but you got to come to see.
See, I was trying to get it right here tonight. I was trying to get the juice from you. So what else do we have? Do we have anything else this year to expect from you, Miss Rachel?
Yeah, so we're also, for the month of February, we're doing the Hearts of Compassion. And so for the Hearts of Compassion, every day for the month of February, we post the heart, and we encourage individuals to buy that number of individuals buy that number of hearts. So today is February 8th. We're asking 8 people to donate $8 to Project Compassion. What individuals probably don't know, Project Compassion has never received any state or federal funding in 18 years. We are truly a not-for-profit organization that relies on community support, foundational support, and individual support. And so we are so excited to host these fundraisers virtually because the community is how we thrive. And so we are so grateful for that. And then our annual golf tournament will again be in September.
You broke up a little bit. Your annual, did you say golf tournament?
Yes, our annual golf tournament will be in September.
That's amazing. Here you are again, you guys. She's giving you, ladies, grab your man. That's something different. That's something we crave, those type of events. I want to please send me that information so I can share it on my platform so that you can have a beautiful, girl, please. It is my pleasure. It is definitely my pleasure. One of the things that I want to talk to you about is not only are you giving, with the food pantry, with the diaper banks, therapy services, you're teaching life skills and vocational training. Where in the process did that come from? What made you say, okay, I need to teach these people how to be self-sufficient, as well as, giving more than just a physical product?
Yes. So opening the resource center allowed us an opportunity to be more intimate and intentional with the women that we serve. And a lot of the women were just sharing their story. I mean, they were a part of a generational cycle where someone maybe had never worked before, or they were a part of a community where going to work or finishing your education just was not a priority. Can you talk to my daughter? Can you talk to my daughter? And I'm seeing daughters mimicking behaviors of a cycle that mom did. And so I'm like, where are more girls like this? And so schools would ask me to come out. And so then they was like, hey, do you have any programming that you can do? So I created the program Empower Me, launched it in District 201. It launched in a various look initially, but that program now is really targeted for girls, that C student, that girl that's struggling with life transition, that girl that's struggling with just fitting in, feeling like, you know what, I'm smart, I'm talented, but I don't feel really empowered. And it's about going in and allowing them to feel empowered once a week. We have impacted 35 schools throughout St. Clair County and Madison County. We've gone in and implemented this program by going in and offering the program either as an after school program or during their lunch hour. Unfortunately, COVID, shifted so much, but we are now getting back to where we're in the community again, teaching girls that you have so much to offer the world. And then we're just not looking at the girl with the that's coming from poverty. Now we're looking at the girls who really need to understand their worth and understand their character and how that plays a really big role in who they become. So now it's about prevention. Intervention, you go out, you give the bags, you offer, but that prevention is the key to really, really, really changing the trajectory of everything that's going on.
I love that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I mean, it's deeper, a lot deeper than the physical. Absolutely. Absolutely, they need that too. But to know to offer that is an amazing thing. You mentioned COVID, and that's crazy because that was next on my list to talk to you about. With Project Compassion being such a hands-on, community-based organization, how did you make it through COVID? How did you still meet your goals of serving the community?
So when COVID first happened, we continued to serve the way we were serving, allowing women to come in, allowing individuals to come in. However, it was when the governor declared that we got to shut down schools. I just had a team meeting and I said, guys, if the governor closed schools, we would have to be boots on the ground still, providing meals and hygiene supplies and diapers. And no sooner that day than I said that the governor said that he was closing schools down. At that moment, we shifted from operating all 3 buildings to only operating our cafe. Until the schools could start serving the lunch meals. We serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner through mobile. We would allow families really to call and place orders. We would cook the meals and then they would pull up. We would take them out to their cars. We did that for the entire time until we were all lifted off of restrictions. And so we had diapers. We moved the diaper bank over. We just operated out of one building with a very small skeleton crew. We partnered with Living the Word Church in Collinsville. We partnered with various churches throughout the area. They were donating things. They were giving things. Believers Temple in Belleville. They were all just really standing up. And then funding began to flow for nonprofits, believe it or not. During COVID, we probably saw more grants just being handed out. Our work was seen. And so that was really instrumental in allowing us to do so. So throughout COVID, 600 families a month, 600 individuals a month were impacted through our mobile market. And then we took it outside. We partnered with the YMCA in Belleville, various high schools, First United Presbyterian Church, and we would use their parking lots and their congregation schools. We would then have the St. Louis Food Bank to bring us a truck load of food, and we would set up and cars would drive through. They would tell us the number of family members they had, and we would put it in. So mobile market through our cafe was 600, but I'll be honest, I believe that mobile market outside, we probably did well into the thousands when we did those.
Girl, you got numbers behind you. Big numbers behind you. That's beautiful. I know that, it just really probably took you to stand there and talk to God and ask God, like, how do I get around this? How do I do this? And you didn't give up and you kept going. And that's amazing. And I'm sure during that time, it was so scary. So that was like, okay, I'm here. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I know I'm supposed to be doing this because my business was shut down. Everything was shut down during COVID. Yeah. And so for you to be that go-to for your community and for your people, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Miss Rachel, now we got to know, how do we get in contact with you? How do we find you? How do we get to your locations? What's the phone number? How do we buy tickets for the show? Give us the layout on how to stay in contact with Project Compassion and yourself.
Absolutely. So our website is our name, projectcompassion.nfp.org. We're on all social media platforms as such. Feel free to follow us. Feel free to like our page, go to our website. You can get everything from there. Definitely, if you want to get involved, our number is 618-397-1790. You can always call, find out items that we need, find out ways to volunteer. The tickets are on Eventbrite. I believe in the next 41 hours, I will be off of Facebook incarceration, where I will be able to resume posting things. So a shout out to all of my family and friends that have been helping me do that share. So tickets are on Eventbrite. You can look it up. Project Compassion presents Fashion for Compassion. Tickets are out there. Please, please, please go out and support. And then, of course, your page, the Grand News page, Kawana Waddell's page, we've all just been pinning it up and sharing it. So you can go there and find tickets, as well as call the office, and we'll be more than happy to guide you.
And please, you guys, donate the $8 towards her February cause. Please donate the $8. I'm going to, you know what, Kawana, if you're still on the live, please drop how in the comments, how do we support this queen? Drop it. Let us know, Kawana. I know you're here. If you wouldn't mind being so kind as to drop this in the comments. And if you are on this live, please, please, please share this Black Girl Magic.
Thank you.
Now I have to ask you one last question before you go. If there is someone who's wanting to start a non-for-profit organization, how would they go about doing it, and what advice would you give them?
Oh, wow. Great question. My first question is, do you have a program or do you have a business? Nonprofit work is business. This is not something where you can do your one-offs here and there. Once you actually structure and you take on that responsibility of being a 501c3, it is a nonprofit, but it is a business. It should be managed. It should be maintained as such. So ask yourself, am I wanting to run a business or do I want to operate a program? If you run a business, then start with the budget you can afford. Don't try to start out with all of the bells and whistles. The vision for Project Compassion has been big for years. I have drawings of the first building that I took out of my brain year 5. I know what that looks like. So you got to start but we could only start with where we were and with our funding where we were. So start somewhere, give somebody something to help you build off of. If you say, no, you're right, this is a program, then please reach out to an existing nonprofit. Reach out to the program director. You can't always get the executive directors, but if they have a program director or someone that you can meet with, share your vision, your passion about the program. Nonprofits welcome that. You'll be surprised. They may welcome that. And here it is. You can bring that in. You do not have to stand alone in the journey of trying to serve. It's not a one-man thing. This is a journey of a community. You have to come together. There's so many things that other organizations offer and there's things I offer through Project Compassion and we offer, but collectively, man, we impact some lives. So we have to stop thinking one organization can do it and partner together. And if there's a program you want to do, partner with that. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. So be consistent in what you're doing and you believe in what you're passionate about first. You invest in it first and that thing will definitely grow, as well as God will bless it. If he called it, he's going to bless it.
Thank you so much for all of that beautiful information. And you kept it real. You have to ask yourself, is this what I want to do? Yep. And then these are the steps to take. Kawana, thank you so much for all the information on how to donate. You guys, it's right on the bottom of the screen. I'm going to make sure that I hit your Cash App as soon as we leave here.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thank you, first of all, for being here. Thank you for trusting me to be the MC on Saturday, February 17th. You guys, what time does the show start? What time does doors open?
Doors 6. Doors open, I believe, 5:45. Show starts at 6. Program starts at 6. So come on in, VIP. You get front row seating to the runway show. General admission is standing room unless there's some seats. So definitely get a gift bag with some awesome treats inside. So yeah, doors open at 6.
I can't wait to give you a big old hug.
Thank you. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
I can't wait to give you a big old hug next week. Thank you for being here with me. You have such a beautiful spirit and a big old heart.
Thank you.
I want you guys to know that Saturday, February 17th, is Miss Rachel's time to receive. It's her time to finally receive so she can continue to be the gift that keeps on giving. That's what Fashion for Compassion is all about. Now, we're going to have a good time.
We're going to have a good time. But we're going to raise some money.
We're here to help her give back to the community. All she's trying to do is be the gift that keeps on giving. And we're going to stand up for her and show her that we can support her. Because like she said, don't try to do it alone.
That's right.
It takes a community.
Thank you.
Right, Queen, I'm going to let you get back to your family. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Kawana has dropped all of the links. Everybody share the live. The live will never go anywhere. Donate, get your tickets, and we'll see you soon.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you guys so much for being here. This was amazing. Fashion for Compassion. Again, it's Saturday, February 17th. Make sure you get your tickets. Make sure that you donate the $8 to the Cash App or Venmo. It's a beautiful cause, you guys. It's a beautiful cause. It's a Black woman serving her community. And what more can you ask for? Diaper banks, food pantries, therapy services, vocational training. Share, share, share. And I'll see you on another Thursday really soon.